進化する大切なものを protect my balls 僕が悪い so let's fighting love let's fighting
I would suck your penis.
I would suck your penis inside of mine.
If I could change the world. If I could change the world. I would put you in my ass and you'd live there.
I would put you inside of my fucking ass.
If I could change the world, I would make you tiny and put you in my ass. You could control me with a bunch of levers and make me move. It wouldn't be gay, it'd be some kind of robot.
It wouldn't be gay.
It wouldn't be gay.
I would be a robot, not a gay man.
I'd be some kind of big robot, or I'd be regular size and you'd be tiny. It wouldn't be gay, you'd have to control me with wires and buttons.
I would be some sort of mech or rogue Gundam.
I would be a Gundam and you would just live in my ass.
Yes.
And people ask me, you know, obviously this song is filled with symbolism, and you know, I'm always surprised because it's probably one of the most literal songs.
Right, yes. People ask me, Eric, what's the song about?
They're like, Eric, this was the second song you made after your son's unfortunate
one of the
death.
most literal songs I've ever written. It's quite frankly, if I could change the universe.
Tears in Heaven was about my son dying, but
I would make myself either very large, or I would select, you know, a pilot is my preferred, to live inside my ass.
Live inside my
And
ass.
control me as if I were a giant robot.
Right.
wouldn't be
that's
changing
true.
much about the world.
It would be. That
I
was
have no idea
small
what a
man in
speaking
the
voice
ass.
sounds like.
I don't either.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He's pretty chill though. Cocaine. He loved
That's
cocaine.
cool, dude. Yeah,
I remember listening to that song when I was like 12. Me like, hell yeah, dude. I love
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah, I could shrink you down and let you live inside my ass.
I'm not gay. It's not gay. It's not gay.
You could control me with a bunch of levers. Is, you know, they say that an artist should always diversify, but I always thought that the most interesting thing to me lyrically is exploring the same theme over and over again.
Right. Right.
Allowing the instrumentation to change, because then you really challenge yourself.
Yep.
Because people are going to say, no matter what, the instant criticism is going to be, you've already covered this.
Yeah.
We know you want to be either a giant robot or have a partner of some sort that's shrunken down to live inside your ass.
Right.
To control you with wires and levers.
That's right.
we know this about you. Eric.
Everybody knows that.
We're familiar with this.
That's why Cream has to break up.
Yeah.
You keep talking about it.
When I was with the Yardbirds, I was always pushing for some kind of, you know, we'd do live shows, and this was before Tool, who I really credit with changing the live.
Oh yeah, Tool.
I wanted to project a video of me as some kind of dying alien, you know, that's sick from doing too much meditation.
Right.
And Tool stole that idea. I asked several people, and they told me it was impossible to do with lasers. That the only thing that lasers could create was some kind of alien that's throwing up from doing too much yoga.
Right. Not
It's
not
an
a guy
alien
in another
who's,
guy's ass.
who's aligned his chakras to the extent that now he's dying in space prison.
It's too much. He's
Yeah.
too enlightened.
And they kicked me out of the band for that. And then
Out of Tool.
yes, and
Eric Clapton was in Tool.
I had one interview with Tool. I was trying to be in Tool, and they stole my idea.
Well, that's so fucked.
So what are your,
I submitted a packet to Tool,
And
and I just saw my own bit there.
and then I had lunch with my best friend Paul McCartney. Probably my very good friend
My
Paul.
best friend
Yeah,
Paul.
so- Paul.
The only guy I know. Actually. Old piano keeps making me think about the Sting.
Oh yeah, bada bada.
Yeah. Are you gonna play some riverboat style tunes for us?
Oh, and I sucked my own dick and I fucked in my ass.
Wow. It's like I'm at Nordstrom's. I feel like I'm at fat Nordstrom's.
Why is it gotta be?
Welcome
fat
to
Nordstrom?
fat Nordstrom's.
Well, that sounds nice
We have,
actually. If they have fat sizes,
Yeah, a man that doesn't know his fingers are too fat to play the piano.
no, it would just be a bigger piano if it's fat Nordstrom's.
Norbertstrom's.
Norbert wasn't fat; his bitch was fat, wasn't
That's
she?
right. Yeah. I confused Norbert and the Clumps.
Sorry, man.
Who's Norbert? The Eddie Murphy movie?
Yeah, the late period Eddie Murphy movie where he plays his own fat girlfriend.
Wow.
I love that dude. He's just like, fuck it, dude. Run it the fuck back.
That's a great message for people. Is like be your own damn girlfriend.
That's true.
You don't need
Love
a woman.
yourself. You don't need a fucking bitch to hold you down when you could have a fat suit and that you could wear and you could fuck yourself.
Or like even the clumps. You could be your whole family.
Be your own whole damn family.
You don't have to even have a family.
Now, didn't Eddie Murphy fuck Janet Jackson as a fat guy at one point at the end of it or something?
I believe she was the love interest.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She
I'm
also had a
glad.
song on the soundtrack. If
And
I
remember
correctly.
Dave Chappelle?
Remember how much better the world was 20 years ago?
So
you could
nice.
just remake a comedy with like it's the same thing, but it's all black.
The
people.
joke is that he's fat.
and people are like, "This is great."
Yeah.
There's not a single conversation.
Oh, no one had to have
You
a
don't
talk
have to
about
have
it.
a conversation.
Yeah.
Because the math of Jerry Lewis sucks dick
He doesn't.
and Eddie
He
Murphy is
sucks.
funnier.
I'm gay.
And we can just make
My
this.
dick swole.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing was like he pretended to be a retarded person. Like,
Yeah, and the
I mean,
French
he became
loved
famous off like crossing his eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, you like invest in a whoopee cushion and get on TV back in the days when there were three shows.
And right.
One, just the atomic clock and a guy with his fucking in a suit with his hands behind his back telling you you're about to die.
Yes.
Yeah. Two, a show where a guy just reads books to you.
Mm-hmm.
And three, fucking Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin
Yep.
doing quote unquote comedy.
Chinese guys, retards.
Yeah.
All the classics.
Yeah, all the classics.
Well, hey, listen. Let's not. Those two things. Let's not frown at those two things. Let's not.
And they
turn
were
our
trash.
nose up.
We arrive at those in a different way.
I'm just saying. But no, I agree with you. Also, I believe I was reading some books a while ago.
The French love him, you know.
Really?
Jerry Lewis.
Because he went over there and became like an auteur.
They're obsessed with him.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they think he's like one of the greatest filmmakers.
Can we see that movie where he's like
The
a
day
clown
the
in the
laughter
Holocaust?
dies. I think that it's going to be released soon.
It's in the,
That's-
like
Library of Congress.
The French, as far as European film is concerned, are the worst. They're the worst film.
I don't agree.
I agree with myself. I agree with my take.
Why? Why don't you agree? Hold on. What's a good French movie?
Oh, they've made good movies.
They've made
but I'm
good
saying if
movies.
you have to rank European filmmakers, French come in dead last.
Wow.
What? You think like what? Hungarians make better?
Czechs better, Polish better, Italians better.
Greeks.
I don't know if Russians sort of count. I guess better.
The Russians made a couple pretty good movies.
What?
No, the Russians are the best filmmakers.
What? What the fuck is a good Russian movie?
Come and See. For one.
Tarkovsky.
You just watched, to all of Tarkovsky. But did you watch Come and See on our recommendation?
I don't believe I did.
It's
you should watch
it's you gotta.
Probably the best war movie ever fucking made.
It'll sit
Okay.
with you for like a week.
And you know
Is
they
that good?
They stole the idea
It's,
from me
they stole it from Eric Clapton.
because I had an idea. I said I want everyone to come and see this John Robot. I came
Right.
up with.
I
I had drawn him on the back of a cereal box while having breakfast, which I also invented.
You invented breakfast or cereal?
I invented breakfast and cereal. Breakfast cereal was a Eric Clapton original. One of my first concepts.
I love that for you.
Predates actually the idea of the robot.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean when you say it predates?
I said
You had the idea first.
What if you woke up in the morning and a talking bird, like a toucan perhaps,
Right.
took you into the jungle and then showed you colorful circles that you shoved into your mouth?
Right.
This came to me in a dream, and of course, like
That's
I said,
awesome. What were you
consider
eating
myself
before?
a scholar of Carl Jung, and one of his other ideas was that if you dream of a bird, it means that you actually have a pretty big dick. And for years I thought I had a small dick, but apparently you have to have a big dick to have dreams about A toucan.
A toucan.
And the beak represents your cock.
How big your cock is?
And my cock is huge.
So big. Yeah, that's big.
I didn't
big.
think so. I'm not going to prove it, but...
Can we see your cock?
No. Been told that Eric Clapton, you have been banned from New York City on account of you disparaging our windows.
Oh.
Why? You blame you do blame the windows?
You're making our windows look bad, and I'm
Because of letting your son fall out of one? Is that what you're getting at, Eric? They banned him from New York because his son fell out of a window. Fuck. Wow. Well, you're welcome here, Eric.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Mayor,
the Department of Buildings
Department of Buildings.
has banned you.
Mayor Koch, Ed Koch said,
And I said, thank God for 9/11. That really took the heat off of me. But the Department of Buildings, I was considered the bastard. They called me the bastard.
the bastard of buildings, Clapton.
They got a picture of you in the office.
They called me the bastard of buildings.
The bastard of buildings, Eric Clapton. His son tragically falls to his death.
Until the beautiful day in September, when a couple of Indian men, I believe, really just they put themselves in rock and roll.
Right.
Yeah.
No, Muhammad Atta's in there.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the Rock and
Indian
Roll
guy?
Hall of Fame.
From what? Why? Was he a band or a
Well,
solo act?
for doing 9/11.
Really?
It was metal. It was
Yeah.
one of the most.
It was metal.
one
That
of
is
the
true.
biggest moments in metal history.
Yes.
9/11 was metal.
Metal in the flames of the World Trade Center.
That kind of stuff.
Yes, I actually suggested him for.
Oh, you vouched for him.
I nominated
That's how it goes.
Muhammad Atta into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And everyone was cool with that.
Everyone was. I mean, well, as a member of not only a celebrity but a musician,
Right.
I was. There's a quick competition to have the absolute worst steak possible after 9/11.
Of course. Yeah.
So a lot of people were just going out on stage naked, or maybe putting tape over their mouths or shaving their head. And I thought, what if we put Muhammad Atta in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yep.
And we called Sebastian Bach a terrorist.
That would be funny.
We called Brett Michaels, Brett Michaels.
Yeah.
We called him a terrorist
Because his music sucks.
because his music sucks.
But Muhammad Atta
Muhammad Atta
gets to be in the Hall of Fame.
that's rock and roll.
That's
what
that is
it's about.
awesome.
As in the '60s, it's like we always dreamed of smashing a jet liner.